right, welcome to episode number 1 of the Handsome Devil podcast. We're coming to you not live here because you're going to see this after we recorded it, which is May 7th of 2024.
That's right. Numero uno, episode
Number
1.
1.
Episode uno.
Episode 1 for everybody.
I don't speak any other languages, so
Make it sound like
as
you do.
close as I possibly can get. So welcome to episode motherfucking 1. It's going to be great.
All right,
fun.
Let's get right into it. This one is going to be about a half hour. We're just going to give you a little bit of background information about both of us for those of the people that may not know who we are or anything about the shop and what we're trying to accomplish on this podcast, which is probably not very much, but we'll see. We'll see where this goes.
We'll see where this heads. We'll just ride the wave.
Ride the wave.
That's pretty much all we
Meet
do.
the needles.
Meet the Fockers.
Meet the Fockers.
That's what we do in general. So this is kind of, well, all this is off the cuff. It's always going to be. So this is what you can expect from us in drinking non-sponsored drinks.
Label always shown towards the camera.
That's right.
All right, Ray.
What you got for me, fam?
All right, Ray. So why don't you give us a little bit of a background about yourself and your interests, where you grew up, how you got into what you're doing, and how you ended up here right now on May 7th, 2024. Tell us.
Well, it all started with my mother. No, lay on the couch. No, I grew up here in Appleton. Started hanging out with this fine gentleman freshman year of high school, Appleton East. Go Patriots. Just kidding, I don't care at all.
Yeah,
I never went to one pep rally.
Yeah.
No, I just in my late 20s, I got finally figured out what I wanted to do with my life, and I saw people barbering. I saw a bunch of my homies doing it in Chicago, and you're just having fun, and haircuts have always been something that had made me feel good, and I was like, that's like the coolest job in the world. Because I just, every other job that I've ever had, we get in trouble for, like, talking. So I was like, I could do that for a living.
The man's
trying to keep you down.
That's right.
So I was like, well, fuck, let's just do a job. We're going to talk to people for a living, and I don't get in trouble, and I just get more clientele the more I talk to people.
Yeah,
so it's the best job ever. I get to look however the hell I want. Everybody confuses me with a tattoo artist all the time.
Well, I get asked if I'm a barber, too, so,
I love how that goes hand in hand.
They do. Absolutely.
It's always in that order, too. Are you a tattoo artist?
They're like, you
No.
look like a stereotype, and I go, you're right.
You're right, I am.
Yeah, yes, I am.
I tell everybody next time someone's going to ask that and be like, hey, are you a tattoo artist? I'm like, no. Barber? Felon.
Yeah.
100%.
Who also listens to Pantera.
Who also listens to
That's right. That's right.
Don't judge me. But no, yeah, so I got into it when I was in my 20s, and I finally got the ability to actually go to barber school when I was 30, and got licensed and started doing it ever since, and I'm 36 now, so we're going on almost 6 years. It'll be 6 years this September, since I've been like fully licensed working in a shop.
What kind of odd jobs and stuff did you do before you got into barbering? Like, what was your work history?
Lord.
Let's hear them.
What are you, the unemployment office?
Hey man, I want to check for the gaps.
I don't have an answer for the gaps. Everything, man. I worked so many shit jobs. Walmart for like 7 years. Not saying it's a shit job, but okay, it's kind of a shit job. I did that. I did construction. I did masonry. I was a cook at like 3 different places. God, like name it. I did everything. I did every stupid job. I've been working since I was like 11 years old. So it's like, whatever it was. And once I got into this job and realized I could be self-employed, make my own money and make my own way, I was like, I don't ever want to like suck at this job. Because then we have to go back to working shit jobs again.
Right, exactly.
And well, it's like you always say, like, I want to get really good at this job because I hate those jobs so much.
Right.
I don't ever want to go back to this job.
You got to do something unless you
sucks, dude.
have a rich uncle.
And having somebody else in charge of your paycheck kind of fucking sucks.
It does.
It
But I mean,
sucks.
But it also sucks being responsible for your own paycheck as well.
Yes, it does.
Because you're like, oh, I'm lazy, which means I didn't get any money.
Yeah, if you have a lazy week, it reflects.
Right.
Like for sure. But I think that's cool because it keeps me honest. It keeps me like motivated because I know like I'm the only person that's in charge of my paycheck. Like the money I bring home is because I showed up. So I think that's cool that I get to be able to do that like every day. And like obviously when like we started the shop, like well that's gonna be a different topic. But when we started this spot, it was like, dude, we need it. Failure is not an option.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
So
How do we? For those that don't know you out there, Ray, what kind of stuff are you into outside of barbering? What do you
oh,
do in your limited amount of free
ooh,
time that
boy.
you have?
Limited. Well, in between having a kid, which takes up most of my time, uh, man, hobbies, just so many hobbies. I collect so much useless shit. Like, if you anybody who's listening to this has been in the shop and you've been in my room and you see how much crap is on my walls, just know that my house looks exactly the fucking same.
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. I'm running out of wall space. I had to reposition my entire wall space just to fit more shit. Um, I go to a lot of shows. I try to go to as many concerts and shows as I possibly can go to. Just and every time bands announce new tours, that's where I'm going. I try to go to like some nerdy conventions, comic books, shit like that, as much as I can. I spend way too much money at the mall,
Way too much.
and I'm a big sports guy, so I watch a lot of hockey's my number one, but watch a lot of football, baseball, basketball, hockey, fucking cricket. No, I'm just kidding.
Cricket. It's like cricket.
If we did have it, I'd probably watch it.
It's not like cricket. It is cricket.
It is cricket.
But with a different name.
Cricket. You got to understand what a crumpet is to understand cricket.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, actually, if the States actually had cricket,
Yeah.
I would probably watch it. I don't understand a fucking thing about it, but I'd still watch the shit out of
Absolutely nothing.
it. But yeah, man. So that's me. So now,
Right on. Right on.
so let's throw the thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
Missy Elliott.
Missy
lyrics
Elliott.
that are backwards that everybody tries to say, but you can't.
But you can't because you suck.
That's right.
So anyway, back over to you, my friend.
Back over to me. All right. My name is Luke. Hi, how are you? I grew up here in Appleton, Wisconsin as well. I spent a lot of my younger years wanting to be a cartoonist and drawing. I used to read Calvin and Hobbes a lot. I still do time to time. The funnies, if you will. That's what got me into drawing and art stuff like that.
Excuse me.
And as I got older, I finally discovered skateboarding. And skateboarding pretty much took my whole life from somewhere around the age of 13 to, I want to say 22, 23, something like that.
Yeah, because we met freshman year because of skateboarding.
Right.
So
Yep. That's another story.
that's another story.
So then I, basically skateboarding was my life for about a decade or so. I worked in a skate park, skate shop. And then I started traveling a lot because I made music. Me and my good friend Ryan, we made a hip-hop group called Leaders of the Lost. And so we got signed to an independent label that was based out of Denver, Colorado. And we toured the country a handful of times with random people, did a bunch of stuff, met a lot of people, had fun, but it was just
Did a bunch of stuff.
a bunch of stuff. It was just hard, though, because we basically go on tour, come home, find some shitty job, go on tour, come home, find some shitty job, rinse and repeat.
The indie label life.
The indie label life, right? So if you guys ever want to hear stories about those or whatever, let me know, because I got tons of them.
Oh yeah.
So did all that stuff, and then I kind of slowed down. We got tired of touring all the time and stuff, so then we just decided we want to kind of stay at home base and let it happen. Then I had some medical issues and whatnot, so that kind of stopped us from touring. And then from there, I started thinking about, what am I going to do, because I was working so many, as Ray said before, just tons of shitty jobs, everything under the sun. I did landscaping, I did cooking, I was a bartender at one point. I was 18
Really?
years old. Also, for those of you that don't know about me, I don't drink or smoke or do drugs or anything ever. So me bartending is wild. But yes, I was a bartender at Cranky Pat's.
Really?
Yes, in Nina. Yes.
Oh shit.
Yes, I was.
Shout out to Cranky Pat.
Shout out to Cranky Pat's.
midnight pizza buffet.
What time is that start again?
Midnight.
Oh, yeah, they moved it to midnight now. Great.
Those were some of the best days ever.
Yeah.
Best days ever.
It's super good. I don't know how I got the job there, and I remember they got really pissed, and I probably worked there for like a month because I didn't know how to pour beer or anything like that, and there was just foam everywhere, and people were mad. And I don't know what this is supposed to be or what I'm doing.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I was just like, I could hand you a bottle. That's way easier.
Go. That's why you got to work at a dive bar.
Yeah.
Dive bar is just crack can, mix one drink, fucking open a bottle. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's kind of it, Serve up a pizza.
Guy letting a cigarette burn the whole time, watching
Yeah.
Jamiroquai videos. I don't know, something like that.
Listening to Virtual Insanity on repeat because somebody put $10 on the jukebox. That might have been me.
So yeah, then I
didn't know you were a bartender.
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
I did
for 22 years and you're keeping secrets.
Tons of weird jobs, and then I started getting real into graffiti art and stuff like that. Which Ray and I have plenty of stories that go back about graffiti.
To be honest, you were into graffiti art like long before you were 18. Because we were talking about it
in high school for sure.
In high school,
yeah, for sure. And I would always be drawing stuff on people's skateboards and whatnot. And then I tried. I thought, you know what? I want to work for myself. I don't like having bosses. It's stupid, just like Ray was saying before.
Yep.
And so I thought, well, what can I do for drawing, kind of thing. And then I thought, well, I can order a tattoo kit off the internet, and it's fine. And it wasn't fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
It was not fine.
It was Morgan Freeman.
So that was in my early.
Not fine.
That was in my early 20s once the music really took off for a while for us. So then I went back to it and decided that if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it the right way. So I asked around a lot, tried to find apprenticeships, was told no a billion times. I worked at a shop for almost a year, basically cleaning and doing the bitch work, as it were, and never getting anything. And then that person decided they don't want to help me anymore. So basically I wasted a whole year there. Yeah. But then I found another one, and I slowly made my way up, and
moving on up,
and here I am today at Handsome Devil with my best good buddy Ray over here.
I love you.
Everybody hurts. And so that's how we. So
you went through like the apprentice trial by fire.
It was it was every nobody can ever tell me like, well, you didn't do it the right way. Like I
think you did
a lot of things and was told no a lot, and spent a lot of time.
I don't want to be that old head that like, because I'm not a tattoo artist, but I feel like I've spent enough time in shops and like seen the culture and stuff like that.
Right.
And I'm not going to pretend to know everything.
Right.
But I feel like so many people don't get told no enough now. And I don't want to be like fucking like back in my day.
Yeah.
But kind of,
But I can't. Yeah. Right.
Kind of, So
I mean, there's base guidelines to it. I think that should apply for everybody. I mean, obviously things change with the times. You can't just stay like, this is how I did it, so it's got to be this way. No, that's not necessarily true. But you just can't expect someone to hand it to you.
No, absolutely not. Nope, I think you got to suck at something really bad before you're good at it. Period.
Yeah, and if you're afraid of sucking, and then don't do it.
You're never gonna get.
You're never gonna get. You're never gonna hit your peak ever. You're always gonna keep learning. You get better. I assume the same thing probably applies to barbering. You're not like, man, I could have did that smoother.
Holy dude, I see. That's why I love taking pictures and putting them on Facebook, because then it'll come up in my my memories, and it'd be like 5-6 years ago, and it's just some busted ass fade I did.
Absolute ass.
Oh, it's ass.
Yeah.
It's complete ass.
Yeah.
It's total shit. And I fucking love looking at it though, because it's like, that's what I started out doing. This is what I thought was really good. And then like, now I look at my fucking work now and I'm like, holy fuck. Like, I'm not saying I'm the fucking best. I'm obviously not, but I do all right.
Does all right.
Do all right. But it's fun. I like looking back at that shit, and it's very it's I don't know, it's kind of humbling in a way where it's like
because
I fucking
like you were like, man, I'm pretty good right now, and then you look back at it, you're like, I was not at all.
I was water there to be molded. I had never cut hair until I went to school. Not one head of hair.
So not one time, not like
Nope.
On your
Not
own,
on a
like, I
friend,
can figure
not on
it
a homie.
out.
No, the most I did was like I was doing my own beard when I was like 19.
Right. Okay.
And so I have like 11 years experience of doing my own beard and fucking it up uncontrollably. Because it was great, you know. It's fucking like, oh, we're gonna teach you how to do beards. It's like, I might be able to teach you how to do beards. And they're like, really? I'm like, I made every mistake you can possibly make on my own. Like,
I made them all, so you don't have to.
exactly. Somebody did. That's why things get easier. But anyway.
Speaking of back in time things, so we were in ninth grade. Ray and we were in a health class
At the same time.
And Ray sat behind me. I had no idea who he was.
I was brand new to Appleton.
Brand new, because he went to Little Chute School District.
Little Chute.
People out there not from Wisconsin, Little Chute is only like 15 minutes away or something like that.
Yeah. Right down the road without being like right down the road.
Windmills and cheese.
Home of the Kermis Fest.
Home.
And Cheese Fest.
Cheese Fest, yeah, that's right.
It's dope.
Yeah, it is.
It's dope. I went to like every single one. But I was brand new here in Appleton, freshman year, sitting in health class behind this ass.
Yeah, that was me. I had a Birdhouse shirt on, and for those of you that don't know, Birdhouse is a skateboard company, Tony Hawk's company specifically, which still exists, I'm pretty sure, to this day.
Also, my first board I ever bought.
Mine too. Bucky Lassick, pro model.
Mine was the red Tony Hawk one with like the bird going like.
Oh, like the bone,
like
the one with the bones.
Yep, the bones.
Yeah, right
that one was
Yep.
sick.
Yep.
I didn't want to grind on anything because
Yeah.
I didn't want to fuck up how cool it was.
I spent so much time looking at the graphic, being like, yeah, this one's better because it has a cool. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You're gonna fuck it up
No, it
anyway. That's
doesn't
what it's
matter.
there for. But
So we started talking because he had, I think you had an independent truck shirt on.
I did. I had my independent shirt.
And it was just something like, hey man, you skate.
Yeah, I think I literally looked at you and was like, you skateboard?
And I probably went, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, and I think you literally looked at me and goes, you? And I go, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
And that's it. And it just we were telling a client earlier today, and it still works like that with skateboarders. Like all the traveling
Absolutely.
that I've done in places, if you talk to somebody about skateboarding and you skate now or spent a large part of your life skateboarding, you're cool. You're automatically
fuck
cool.
yeah.
Doesn't matter what else your background is at all.
Oh yeah. The second like somebody's even talking about it, or even like wearing like any type of skate merch or whatever, and you skate, it's an instant connection, no matter what. That community is great.
Yeah,
The skating community is so fucking pure, dude. I love that shit. It's one of like the last bastions of like, just you can connect with somebody just because you do it.
Right, and it's kind of just how I view about things. It just what attracted me so much is I never wanted to play sports in high school. I'm not even a big sports fan personally, but what I just didn't like the fact that I had to be on a team and I had to rely on other people and I would let people down and have a coach and all that stuff. Whereas skateboarding, it was just like, here, take this piece of wood and go flop it around outside and do whatever you want.
It's you against you.
Right, it didn't matter, and whether I skated with people who were way better than me or way worse than me, it didn't matter. We were all having fun.
Hell yeah.
It didn't. That was it. That's what it was about.
Oh yeah, some of the best years of my life, man. Super fun.
So then we were what, like 15 when we met each other? 14, 15, something like that.
14 probably. Well, yeah, 14. Yeah, because freshman year.
So
then started skating and
started
hanging
skating, playing video games. And
out. Oh yeah, video games was next for sure.
The years flew by.
Fucking A.
And I started. We kind of lost touch for a while. It's not like we didn't like each other. We just,
No, I hated him for no reason whatsoever. No, I'm just kidding.
So Ray was doing his thing. I was doing mine.
You piece of shit.
And then we ran into each other again one day at GameStop.
GameStop.
I was in there looking for games, obviously, and Ray was there, and I was like, "Hey, man,
That's when we found Scootin'.
what do you, what are you looking for?" And he's like, "Oh, just here to pick up this."
If you need a fucking referral, it is Crayola Scootin' or Scoots.
We'll put it on the screen. It's Crayola Scoots, I
I
think.
think it's Scoots.
And actually, Ray went
It's kinda
Ray
awesome.
went down. Ray bent down to pick it up and was like, "I'm just here to pick up this this scooting right here," and like as a joke. But the funny thing is when we actually looked it up, it actually looks pretty cool.
It's fucking dope.
It looks like Tony Hawk mixed with Splatoon.
Splatoon.
Yeah, I genuinely want to play it sometime.
Yeah, it's like when you played what the fuck was that? There was an option in the multiplayer, whatever you would do, like a high trick or something like that. It would like paint your ramp or whatever you did.
Oh yeah,
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 but
yeah,
that's what it is. But like with like tiny little like Crayola sprites,
yeah,
and you pick up like more crayons,
yeah.
and then when you do a cool trick, it like paints the area with your Crayola, but you're doing it on a scooter.
Maybe we'll have
I think we need to do a let's play.
maybe we'll do a let's play, or maybe we'll do a Handsome Devil Crayola scooting tournament
Oh,
sometime. I don't know.
yes.
I don't know.
I
Let us know if you guys want to see that or
do
watch
you want
Ray
to
and I
play
play that,
Crayola
'cause
scoots? Because I kind of want to.
I do. I think it's on everything.
If
'Cause
that
it
gets a resurgence because of us,
probably can run on a calculator. It does. It doesn't seem like it's that,
Texas
complicated.
Instruments?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh man, but yeah, fucking yeah. That's when we fucking ran back into each other and caught up. And I swear to God, like every time that we've like, like in between the years of like life getting in the way and just doing our own thing,
Hmm.
I swear to God, every time that we've ran into each other, we could have summed up like our lives like within like one brief like hangout.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
We did it in the middle of a GameStop.
right.
We're like, sup, sup.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what it was.
So at that time, I was tattooing at my own shop because
Mhm.
the apprenticeship I got kind of fell through, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna go work with a bunch of other assholes. I'm gonna work with myself.
Some
So,
fucking ass.
so my friend and I started a different shop, and I was there for about 5 years, and I just started getting sick of it because it was small. If you've been in a Handsome Devil, uh, just the lobby here is
yeah.
bigger than my entire old shop. Just this like waiting area, so it was wild, and bathroom, everything.
When we moved your old stuff here,
Right.
I remember walking in, like, cause you had tattooed my head there
Yeah.
at
Yep.
that spot, and I
Mhm.
remember like walking in, like that second time, and I'm like, oh yeah, your fucking room is like just
Yeah,
so
it's
fucking
probably
small.
about as big as like where we are on camera
Like right
now.
now,
Between
yeah, like
was-
this room we're in right now was
I
like.
had to like sit on people's laps to tattoo them. It was it was
I hope they tipped you.
it was bad news. So I got really sick of that, and
Depends who you are.
the friend I was the friend I was working with decided he didn't want to. He was doing piercings, didn't want to do it anymore, but we're still good friends. Shout out to Zach.
Hell
But he was like, "Yeah, I don't want to do this really anymore." And I was like, "Okay, cool. Well, I'm getting tired of this place because it's so small, and I want to eventually get a bigger shop, a better location, etc." And so Ray and I were hanging out one night, and
Watch an anime in my basement.
I remember it being Food Wars specifically, but I think you said
I
it was
think
Berserk.
I think when you came over, I was watching Berserk, which, by the way, is goated forever. There's no debate because we're not debating it, and no one should. I was watching Berserk, and that's when I was like, "Dude, did you ever see Food Wars?" And you're like, "What the fuck is that?" And I'm like, "The anime that makes you hungry all the time."
It's great. It's really good. I don't know anything about cooking. It's a great show though,
Dude,
but it's got a lot of fan service in there. Those of you anime fans out there know what I'm talking about.
oh, it's fantastic. Just every time that you eat food and you have like that, oh my god, this is so fucking good experience.
Hmm.
Anime likes to take those situations and
Turn them into boobs everywhere.
boobs everywhere.
Shirts flying off.
It's so funny because it's always like
Zucchinis.
did you say zucchinis?
Zucchinis. Yes.
Eggplant emojis. No, it's fucking funny as hell because like every time they take a bite out of food and it's so fucking good, they have like this like orgasmic experience, and
Yeah.
then it's always like the steam from the food like covering them all like up their private parts and stuff. But it's so fucking funny because if you've ever eaten food where you're like, dude, I think I just had like a food orgasm. That's pretty much the
It's
end.
a good. It's a good show.
Oh, it's
check
fucking
it out.
amazing.
Either way, it's great.
I swear to God, they had like 5-star chefs standing next to
Yeah,
them
you could.
making
I
it.
mean, I know nothing about cooking, but it seems like you could learn a lot because
Fucking
from
A.
the people I do know that do know things about it, they like, yeah, this is legit.
It's legit.
What they're doing is legitimate.
Oh yeah.
So we were just talking, hanging out, and I was like, man, I'm so tired of my shop being so tiny and blah blah blah. And then Ray was like, yeah, I'm tired of where I'm working at too, and he wanted to move.
Yeah,
So-
I was working like like an hour away from my house, and I just
Yeah, and you had like that older
4.5 years. So
older truck at the time, and it was like
Yeah.
back and forth, like 2 hours round trip every day.
every single day,
Yeah.
and like I just had my son had just been born, and I just got so sick of driving that far like over and over and over again.
Hmm.
And I think I literally looked at you and I was like, Man, I've always wanted to do a tattoo/barber shop. I'm like, that'd be pretty sweet. And I think you literally goes, well, let's just do it then. And my first initial reaction was, oh, because it's just that fucking easy. And you're like,
It is.
it is. I was like, okay.
So yeah, so we like jumped on Facebook Marketplace. Or
Facebook
something.
Marketplace. Shout out Facebook Marketplace.
Let's like where are we gonna find a spot? And the spot that we're in now, where we're recording this and tattooing and barbering out of, is the first spot we looked at.
The very
and
first
also where we're at, and we plan on being for.
Yeah,
a while.
the crazy eerie part about the whole thing was Luke looked at the picture and was like, I think that's the old flesh chamber. And the initial giveaway was, yeah, I remember that white and black checkered floor by the fucking door.
So for those that don't live around here, in this area there was a tattoo shop here called the Flesh Chamber, which was around from like 97, 98 to like 2015 or something like that.
For a while.
And that's where I got my final apprenticeship at. And then the two owners had a he said, she said disagreement, whatever, it shut down.
Same reason every tattoo shop's
Right.
fucking
Right.
shuts down, I swear to God.
So that's why I went and started my own thing. And I was thinking, man, I wonder if that's still open. And sure enough, the space was still vacant. So I'm actually tattooing in the room. If you get a tattoo from me, you're getting it in the same room that my mentor worked out of for a long time, which is just came full circle, coincidentally.
And even more full circle than that. Well, I don't know if it gets any more full circle than that, but this is the shop I got my first tattoo at 2 days after I turned 18 in the same room that I am barbering out of now.
Just worked out that way.
Oh yeah, we walked in and I think we just looked at each other. I was like, I think it has to happen. I don't think there's another fucking option. I'm like, it has to be this place.
Right.
So.
Right. So it just worked out, and we negotiated with the owner back and forth a few times, got a good price, what we wanted, and we've been here a year and a half now, and hopefully many more years to come. We're hoping, unless
forever,
unless prices skyrocket. I don't know.
Which they are right now.
Yeah, of course.
Down with the economy.
So, I mean, that's really the future plans that we have for the shop, just to stay here, keep doing stuff.
Thanks a lot, Obama.
It's all his fault. All of it.
Forever. Not even.
We are the whole idea with Handsome Devil 2 is we're trying to do things differently. I know everybody can say, oh, it's different, but we've had video game tournaments here before. We've had food trucks here before. We've had
hearses,
Halloween events, stuff like that. We want to do all that, and we always plan on keeping it completely free.
Yep.
So come in, hang out, eat something, chill. Doesn't matter. You don't have to get a haircut. Don't have to get a tattoo. Don't even have to be in any of those things. Just come in and hang out.
Yeah.
And play video games, whatever.
We got people just walking in all the time. Just like, sup?
Mostly,
hanging out.
And not only because there's a vape shop next door, and people come in all the time thinking we're the vape shop. When it says tattoo,
I never understand how the fuck everyone keeps
massively like
so
4 times on the door.
So many times.
Yeah, they walk in, go all the way back to the bathroom.
Did I tell you about the
Come
dude that
back to the
walked in
front.
that was super fucking confused the other day?
Maybe, I don't know.
This is a good little brief little fucking
Go
side
for it.
story. So a guy walked in the other day and already looked terribly confused. Looked at everything. He goes, "Oh, this isn't this isn't the thing." And I go, "What?
Were those
Yeah,
words you
yeah."
just
I was
said?
like, "Are you looking for the vape shop?" And he goes, "Yeah." I go, "Are you looking for the vape shop?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "That's next door." And he's like, "Oh, all right." And the amount of confusion on his face must have been amplified because I was doing my buddy's kid's hair, and we originally were watching Peppa Pig.
Oh, that okay. Yeah, I remember coming in and you were like, "You're probably wondering why Peppa Pig's on both TVs right now." And I was like,
It was
cool.
on in the lobby.
That's cool.
It was on in the lobby and in my room, and it was 2 completely separate episodes of Peppa Pig. And so that guy walked in. I'm gonna assume he's probably already high. But he looked super confused because A, it wasn't the fucking store he thought he walked into, and B, it's a dude cutting hair in a shop that he thinks is a fucking vape shop, and then 3, it's just Peppa Pig.
Perfect.
And it's just,
which is what you
hello, Daddy. Like,
which vape shops normally play.
Peppa Pig.
No,
Yeah.
that's standard.
If you're not, get on it. Oh, man, it was the best. He walked out, and I busted out laughing. I was like, that's the best. But we have that fucking shit happen, like, daily. Not Peppa Pig, but people walking in here think it's the vape shop. I still have no idea what we have to put on that door to get people to not walk in
no,
here.
I don't think we can.
I don't think it's
we'll ever
possible.
figure it out. That's why I used to work at Hollywood Video, for those of you that remember video stores, and even Hollywood Video even longer ago.
Fucking
People would come in and they would be writing checks out in front of me, and they'd start writing Family Video on the check or Blockbuster.
Really?
Yes, and I was like, that's not where we are. And they would like stop, look up, and go, where am I?
Did
And
you guys even take checks?
at the time, yes, this was 18 years ago, but yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah, fucking wild, dude.
Wow. Could
So,
you imagine writing a check to rent a video?
like $3.98. That was the price after tax for the new release. $3.98. And we had a terrible.
That fucking is mind blowing to me.
Yeah, of course.
Holy shit.
So we just we want to know what you guys want to hear from us. We're planning on doing some live streaming segments, maybe some wacky mystery science type theater things where we watch some movies and comment on some things.
I think honestly, whatever we're fucking feeling, we're just gonna do it.
Whatever we're feeling. Otherwise, feedback from you, that would help a lot.
Yeah, like I said, man. Like if you guys want to see us talk, really, see us talk. Well, actually, they do see us talk, don't they?
You could see or hear. I mean, I don't know if you're driving right now, got your headphones laying in bed. You could be out gardening right now, for all I know. I don't know.
Maybe
what
you're
doing.
golfing. I don't know.
Could be.
Could just be taking a bath.
Or a dookie. You were thinking it.
Why are poop jokes so funny?
I don't know. They're never not going to be funny.
They're never not gonna be. 36 years old, laughing at poop forever. Fucking yeah. We just want to talk about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. There's not enough time in the day, honestly. But yeah, like you're fucking double back into what you said about all the events and shit too that we do. Those have just been awesome. Those have been super fun. The first one we did was a Mario Kart and Super Smash Brothers tournament, and that was fucking awesome.
Which was called, which we're going to do another one this year, because otherwise we'd be lying, because on the flyer it said, Handsome Devil presents first annual Gameathon Palooza Mania Plus Max.
Yep, yeah, I think that was
something like that.
We just had to think of the most ridiculous thing we possibly could.
Mm.
And then, of course, we did our first annual Smash Fest,
which is our homies Smash Burger truck. Shout out to Locally Sauced. And we did that, and also I had a Smash Brothers tournament as well.
Chad and Brian are real ones.
Great dudes.
Great dudes. People. So shout
Super
out to
cool
you guys. If any of you guys are in the area and you see Locally Sauced anywhere, do yourself a service and stop.
Go.
So fucking good.
Don't ask questions.
Aioli
Even if you're a vegan or something,
fries,
just go. Doesn't matter.
Aioli fries. Forever.
So yeah, that's we got plenty of stuff cooking up in the old Brainworks, and we'll be bringing it to you live and uncut and all that other stuff. And we might even every once in a while sneak in some secret codes, which we'll ask people that are listening. So if you hear like a secret code word or something, you can get 15% off your next tattoo if you come in here and get something, or order a T-shirt that says "I wasted my time listening to the Handsome Devil podcast," or something like that when we have them for sale.
I listened to a half hour of the Handsome Devil podcast, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Right.
Fucking, oh man, I fucking miss like really shitty tour shirts like that.
So that's
my dad went to the Grand Canyon, and all I got was this shitty T-shirt.
At least you got something.
Mm-hmm. Ungrateful little bastard. Fucking A. So what else we got on the old docket?
That's all we got for right now. For the introduction episode.
You want to talk sauce for like fucking?
We can, yeah. Trying to keep this one a little shorter for the intro.
That's right.
We got to learn how to edit them and stuff yet too.
Oh yeah. So. I mean, it's gonna probably be a little bit of minutes cut off, but
absolutely.
Yeah, not too bad for the first one. This is gonna be a lot of fun. And the best part is that we're trying to get. I don't think we even said it. I want to definitely. I think we both were discussing it. We definitely want to get some guests on the show. Local business owners or just our people. Just our people that we've met through doing this, or whatever they got going on, and try to promote our homies.
Yeah, absolutely. People in the area, people that might not live here anymore, but we've crossed paths with through the years. Anybody, if you guys out there have people that you'd like to have us talk to, I mean, within reason.
Hell yeah.
let us know. Talk to them and let us know and see if they want to come on here and talk about alien abduction conspiracies or whatever, and we'll do it.
If you have an alien abduction story, leave it in the comments.
Comments.
Comment.
All right, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
Peace.
Thank you for tuning in, and number 1 in the bags, baby.
Number 1.